I don't want
The
to
Cowboy
blind.
championships, they've got a little bit on it too.
Now you're
but,
getting some glare
yeah,
from
let's
the
bling,
lens
bling.
there. So you are best known. You're a serial entrepreneur, but you're best known for the Red River Celebrity Softball Game as well as the Memorial Day Celebrity
Sure,
Softball
yeah.
Game. So tell us how this all got started for you.
Well, I started because being a veteran and playing softball in the Air Force on the All Air Force softball team. I kind of lost my passion when I got out of the Air Force. You get married, you got kids, you don't have any time to do that anymore. And once my kids went back my oldest went to college, my youngest was in high school, it was kind of like, what can we do to raise some money, have some fun? And working with professional athletes and celebrities since 2001 as well. I have just a ton of friends that are more than open to let's get into a softball game.
Sure.
So it started with that, just make a few phone calls and seeing what people want to do. And so we had a few, and then I was trying to figure out a game that would really go big here in Dallas. And so somebody had invited me to the OUUT weekend, and that was probably in maybe early 2017, March, April. And I hung up the phone, and just the light bulb went off, like that would be the weekend to have it. So I called Roger Clemens, and I was like, Rocket, what do you think? And he was like, oh man, put it together. And then it just, calling, my guys who were UT, calling my guys that were OU, they were sending guys to me. And then Roger calls and says, hey, what do you think about Toby and Matthew playing? I was like, let me think about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's roll some video while you're talking about this. And I know it's hard to wrangle celebrities. I mean, they all have people, and was it hard to bring together the stars?
No, not really. It was, the biggest thing is, the competition factor, right? And then the other thing is, this is something that you don't want to be the guy who misses this game from one of those teams, right? And so, it was, it turned out to be great. We had a veteran game before. That was after talking to the veterans, and had over 10,000 people show up at that game. And it was an absolute blast.
That's amazing. We're watching highlights from, I guess.
That's from the 2018 game.
2018 game. Amazing.
That's Toby's daughter singing there, and Matthew and Levi, and the Heisman right there, Ricky, and it was just so much fun. Everybody, Bob Stoops came, Barry Switzer. It was just on and on and on, and turned out to be just a great evening. And it just, after the first year, it just became like, we're doing this. And so we just finished our third year last October.
Okay, now I want to tell you that these celebrities are serious, and so we're going to pause for a second. We got a 1-minute clip of Matthew McConaughey, and this guy, he slides into
he'll leave there, the dirtiest one on the field. He'll have I don't even know if you can clean his uniform, and his knees are all bleeding, and this is Game 7 of the World Series is what this turns out to be every year for him.
He's a great athlete, so the fans really get their money's worth when they come to these games.
It's the best of the best on both teams, right? It's all the superstars we go back all the way back. I don't care if they played in the 70s. If they want to come play, they're more than welcome, and everybody loves it. And the great thing is, before the game, everybody's hugging, and a lot of these guys played in the NFL together on the same teams, and everybody's family. And the first crack of the bat, it's like, don't talk to me until after the game. It's all out.
Well, I asked you before the show if you had any great stories, and you started.
There's a few from these games.
Some he can't tell, but tell the Whataburger story.
Yeah, so the first game, Rocket and Toby were down at Sammy Hagar's big birthday bash weekend in Cabo playing ball. So they flew out of Cabo the day of, and they picked Matthew and Levi up in L.A., and then from there they went to Austin, pick up other family members, and then they finally landed at Frisco Private Airport. So, the unbelievable thing about all three of them, Rocket's 7-time Cy Young winner, 2-time World Series champ. On and on and on. Everybody knows Matthew's resume. Everybody knows Toby's resume. Probably, one of the greatest country music, not just singers, but writers.
Yes.
People forget that he's actually in the Country Music Hall of Fame for writing, which he just got in last year or the year before. But phenomenal individuals, and they're just normal, average Joe guys. When you meet them, they're the nicest, politest.
I love to hear.
It's unbelievable. Like they are really a true talent to what they do and give back. There's zero ego in all of them.
I love to hear stories about that. Okay.